Kenny the Jet Smith, great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. Steve, is a player, what are the challenges of playing basketball early in a season?
I think getting your body used to the grind, getting your mind back used to the grind. I think those are the challenges. And depending if you brought in a lot of new faces, that could be a grind. But I think more importantly is just getting back into rhythm.
Getting in sync with yourself, but also getting in sync with your teammates.
Correct.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Atlanta, Schroeder and Bellinelli team up in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. 6 to shoot. Felicio with a rebound. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Heat in Miami.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Shoots over Mirotic and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Pondexter. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Prince, the pass to Schroeder. The Hawks working the ball around. Dedmon dishes to Prince. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Kick out to Levine. Over Bellinelli. And the shot is long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Prince, the pass to Schroeder. Dedmon kicks to Prince. Ilyasova sets a screen for Schroeder. From deep, Prince. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He's off on the first.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
And for the Bulls, some felt they didn't get enough back in return for Jimmy Butler from Minnesota. Smitty, what's your take on that?
Well, the Bulls got younger. They got some shooting, which they really needed. Ask me in a few years after we see how these young fellas develop.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Schroeder dishes to Dedmon. Back to Schroeder. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Ilyasova, a screen. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Schroeder outside. Prince, the pass to Dedmon. There's a screen. He kicks it to Ilyasova. There's the dish to Bellinelli. Ilyasova, a screen on Levine. Here's Bellinelli, and it's blocked by Mirotic.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
That one goes. Count it.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
And Bellinelli kicks to Dedmon. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Dunn. Here's LaVine. Count that one. Levine's got his second basket of the night.
And you like to see this from Levine, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
I asked him what reasons he cited for their disappointing record so far. He said it's not so easy to put a finger on. I think we may lack the killer instinct of some of the better clubs. We haven't displayed the confidence to finish teams off even when we have them on the ropes. It's been a rough year for them, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Done. The three-pointer, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Bellinelli. 9 points last game out. Prince kicks to Dedmon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dedmon's got his first points of the game.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
You know what? They were awful offensively. Labored to score on any level.
Chicago making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Felicio. Bobby Portis comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Dunn. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Muscala, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Collins comes in for Ilyasova. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Bellinelli.
Kent Bazemore, a 6'5" wing with a almost 7-foot wingspan. That gives him some versatility. Able to defend 1 through 3. I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself. Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Collins. Here's Schroeder. Good on the baseline, Jay. Schroeder's got 6.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Portis. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The steal. Here's Delaney. Guarded by Holiday. He can't hit that time. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Portis can't get it to go. Here's Delaney. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
A little joke right at the buzzer.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, here's Delaney. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Portis in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Bazemore, and it's sent back by Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. Another shot. Here's Bazemore. Now here's Lopez. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Off target from outside. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Babbitt. Takes the 13-footer. That one off the back iron and out. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
LaVine dishes to Markkanen. Outside, LaVine. Kicks to Markkanen. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Launches a 3. Feeds it to LaVine. Pass to Markkanen. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Chicago. For Atlanta, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Bulls trail by 4. And the Hawks going young on the perimeter, hunting out promising 3 and D wing.
Kevin, you see the success that teams like the Warriors have had with their length and versatility on the perimeter. Clearly, the Hawks are trying to go in that direction.
Passes it to Delaney. He dishes it to Babbitt. Back to Delaney. Puts up a 3. Here's Muscala. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Muscala's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. Here's Markkanen. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Dishes to Babbitt from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. They set the pick. Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Chicago calls timeout, and while the low post game has lost favor, the high post is still prime turf for a lot of big men. They love to hang out there and do their job. Who do you think are some of the guys who live on the elbows like that succeed?
LaMarcus Aldridge, I think, is one of the best in the business. Blake Griffin is a guy who plays well at that position. They're comfortable. Marc Gasol, Greg Monroe, Anthony Davis, and Karl Anthony Towns. Those guys play all over the floor, but they're very comfortable at catching at the elbow. And you know what? As a big guy at that elbow, if you can show shot, one dribble, you're right at the rim.
He gets that one. And it's 6 points for Prince.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Holiday. Markkanen kicks to Holiday. Over Bellinelli. The kick out to Holiday. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Offensive rebound. The feed to Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Dunn sets a screen for Markkanen. Pondexter the pass to Markkanen. And again, Chicago. No good. Bellinelli for 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
You can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Holiday dishes to Dunn, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
I love seeing Dunn use his creative side to get these calls. He is simply amazing at putting defenders in a tough spot.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Malcolm Delaney. Well, last season, there seemed to be a disjoint between the Bulls players and the coaching staff in the front office. Made for a lot of off-the-court distraction, it seemed like, Smitty, and took the wind out of their sails.
You're right. There were a lot of rumors and accusations going around as to why there was a rift. I can tell you this, when things are that sour, it is hard to focus on basketball. Hopefully the Bulls can put that behind them.
And Bellinelli kicks to Prince. He feeds it to Schroeder. There's a good screen. Shot off the pick. Count that bucket. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Hard enough to stay attached to Schroeder one-on-one. Coming off screens, forget about it.
Here's Markkanen. And the Bulls, another 3.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Holiday. Dedmon kicks to Prince. Ilyasova sets a screen for Prince. Over Markkanen. It's blocked.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Mirotic is checked in for Justin Holiday.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Prince outside. Back to Schroeder. Dedmon passes to Schroeder, and it's blocked. And he recovers it. Overdone. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pondexter kicks to Mirotic. Here's Dunn. It's good. This game is all even. Dunn's got 6 here in this quarter.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what made the difference over the course of the first half?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And that'll do it for now.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. The Hawks shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. On the court for Atlanta, Schroeder and Bellinelli team up in the backcourt. Prince out there with Ilyasova, and it's Dedmon in at the center position. They set the pick. Here's Schroeder off the screen, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man. You know, the 7-footer Dwayne Dedmon was a late bloomer to this game. His mother didn't let him play sports early on, but when he turned 18, though, he decided he wanted to pursue basketball.
Schroeder with the ball. 8 points for him. It's tipped. They get it back. There's the dish to Bellinelli. From deep, Prince gets it to go from beyond the arc. Prince has got his 3rd basket of the night. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
To the wing right side. Here's Mirotic. And there's the pass to Dunn. He kicks it to Levine. And Levine with the slam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And for most 7-footers, the game finds them. Coaches and scouts search out kids with special physical gifts like Dwayne Dedmon.
He's had to make up for lost time, but he made it. Last season, the most consistent playing time of his career. The Spurs coaching staff bringing him up to speed.
Here's Prince. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
And that one is good. Timeout. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
And with Schroeder's ability to shoot and drive, he commands the attention of the entire defense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, Steve, you were such a great shooter over the course of your terrific career. Is that something that just came naturally to you? Was it learning the right technique early on, or was it just repetition?
You know, Kevin, started off in high school. I was a big George Gervin fan, so I had my elbows out trying to shoot like him. Got to Michigan State and Judd Heathcote had his little ruler making my elbow get in. And he had this thing called ready, shoot. I did that over and over and over. So I would say naturally I was pretty good, but it was repetition and a guy like Judd Heathcote making me a good shooter into a better shooter. And then plus, I played with Tim Duncan and David Robinson one year. You're talking about wide open looks. I led the league in three-point shooting because of those guys.
Kick out to Levine. Feeds to Dunn. Portis in the post. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Delaney. Kicks to Schroeder. Launches it. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's stolen by Schroeder. To the right side. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. The shot's good from Delaney.
They were so much better in the first half defensively, fighting over screens, quick rotations. We're seeing none of that right now.
Hawks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Delaney's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. Here's Levine. He's off on that one, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Now Bazemore in the corner. It's Delaney. Here's Collins. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Now here's Dunn. He's guarded by Schroeder. Levine kicks to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count.
What about the concentration of Dunn nailing the shot right in the D's face?
Here's Delaney. Guarded by Levine and stolen by Dunn. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Muscala's checked in. Atlanta leading by 5.
The Atlanta Hawks, a defensive powerhouse, top 7 for the last 3 seasons. Give the coaching staff a lot of credit. The roster may change, but they remain a disciplined group.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Babbitt. Pass to Muscala. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. And now a 10-point Hawks lead.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
The kick out to Holiday. The Bulls get it back in a new 24. He dishes it to Levine. Passes it to Portis. Now the feed to Mirotic. Back to Portis. Three-pointer. They get it again. Lopez kicks to Holiday. But they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
The Hawks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And so Collins nails both of them. And here's Levine. They need this. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
Good recognition by Levine. Has the defender where he wants him. Doesn't let him off the hook.
And so Levine nails both of them.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one possession at a time.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Bulls trail by 10. They've got Levine. Markkanen is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Felicio in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now Bellinelli. They set the pick. Dishes it to Muscala. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Dedmon's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Prince, the pass to Delaney. From deep, hits it from three-point range. And the Hawks lead by 15.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Now here's Markkanen. And Mirotic kicks to Markkanen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Delaney. Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Delaney for 3. Mirotic grabs the miss.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Bellinelli passes to Delaney. Dedmon dishes to Bellinelli. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Levine. Cans the 12-footer.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
Delaney kicks to Dedmon. And Muscala has it in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Levine. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Delaney. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
Delaney, the pass to Prince. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Bellinelli. Rebound by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Steve, when Mirotic came over to the NBA, he had an immediate impact and showed a lot of promise to grow. Unfortunately, he has been stagnant since his strong rookie season. Any idea why?
Mirotic is just a bit of what you see, what you get kind of player. Not terribly consistent game to game or shot to shot. Can stretch the floor, but doesn't give you much else.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the Bulls. Steve, as a player, do analytics give you a path to say, you know, I should change and lean more toward this, or I should stop doing that because I'm better at this? Does that ever enter a player's mind, you think?
Hey, Kevin, I think guys should look at these numbers. When you're saying from this spot you're shooting 20%, stop shooting from that spot. And from this shot you're shooting 80%, you might want to get to that spot. So, and I think that in those cases, yes, analytics work. And when you're shooting a 3 and you're shooting about 30%, you need to step in.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where somebody, anybody, had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Fred Hoiberg was talking with his team during the break. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Chicago making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Here's Schroeder. And it's sent back by Lopez. And that one, good. Dedmon's got 6 points in the quarter. And here are the Bulls now. 15-point game. Here's Pondexter. Lopez kicks to Mirotic. Bangs home the trifecta.
Mirotic is not phased at all. Doesn't matter what you're throwing his way. He's going to top it.
There's a minute 47 left in the game. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Can't hit from in close. Bulls have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Pondexter had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Schroeder kicks to Ilyasova. Wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Here's Lopez. Lopez missing again. The Hawks leading by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
I mean, thinking back to where Levine was drafted, 13th overall, raised some eyebrows, but it was all about upside.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen comes in for Mirotic. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Quincy Pondexter. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He feeds it to Babbitt. Schroeder outside, just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Delaney. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all.